Good afternoon. I think we wait for another 2 more minutes and then we will start. Is my voice and the screen is audible and visible? If any of you please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so let us start now. So in previous class, we were discussing about the introduction of content management, the course, the structure, the outline, and what are the concepts we will be seeing in this. And now we will be seeing about the second part, which is the steps in content management, the content management system, and content management tools, and what are the different softwares we will be using in this creation of this content. First, let me give a brief outline of what was discussed in the last class. So, content management is nothing but which is mainly defined as a process of creating, organizing, storing, managing of digital content, which can be done in systematic and efficient manner. So, we are going to create, organize, store, and how to manage those. So, these things are nothing but termed as content management. And this content can include text, image, videos, documents, and other type of information which is relevant to the organization or an individual. So creation of those content can be of any type. It can be of text, images, videos, documents, of or any type of information. And these contents can be created using a content management software, which will be of content management platforms, which we'll be seeing in the next slide. And typically in these content management systems, we will be having version control, workflow management, and the collaboration of the content creation and the publishing process. Okay, so these are the different steps what we have seen in this content creation. So these are nothing but content creation, the process of generating new and relevant content. Content organization is structuring and categorizing content in logical and coherent manner. Content storage is nothing but managing the storage and retrieval of digital assets. Content overflow, version control, where we will have different versions which will keeping track of it. Collaborations, where we will be involving different team members to be collaborated to define the content. Access control, in this access control, we will be defining the different permissions and levels where we will be assigning some of the permissions like who to create, who to edit the content, and who can publish and delete the content. So there will be different levels of permissions. Publishing and distribution is nothing but who will be publishing those content and how to distribute those content. Analytics and performance monitoring. In this, we will be monitoring the performance of the content in which it can be developed. And archiving and retention is nothing but establishing policies and procedures for archiving and retaining content. So it deals with the different policies and copyright issues of the content. So first we will see in today's class, we will be seeing about the content management systems. Okay. So content management systems or the content management software is nothing but this is a set of application or the set of related program that is used to create and manage digital content. So using this content management system, we will be developing certain applications or programs which are used to create the content. And also it allows user to easily author, edit, organize, publish content on the web without requiring specialized technical knowledge. So these content management basically comprising of HTML, XML, or CSS cascading style sheet. So these languages must be known to create this content in the web. But without knowing this also you can able to create. So this can be easily done using this content management system. So some of the features where the content management system are content creation and editing. Users can create, edit, and format content using a user-friendly interface similar to a word processor. So in word processor, that is Microsoft Word, you can able to edit the content, you can able to write the content, you can able to delete a content, and you can do all formatting options like coloring, making tabular columns, making input of images, graphs, charts, everything. So similar kind of things can be done using the content creation and editing process. And content organization. Content can be organized into categories, tags, or folders for easy navigation and retrieval. So you have to organize the content in a similar way that it should have a proper headings and proper subdivisions and proper tags should be there. It should be made into separate hierarchies like top level hierarchy, sub communities, and then inside that collection. So those kind of organization has to be made. And user management. Different levels of access and permissions can be assigned to users, allows the content creation and management. So here we will be defining the different levels of access and permissions, like the in version control, whatever we have seen. So similarly, we will be allowing here certain kinds of access and permissions which can be assigned to users and also for collaboration of content creation and management also. In version control, this fourth one is version control. Here, the content management system often provides versioning capabilities, allowing user to track changes made to content over time and revert to previous versions if needed. So this is what we discussed in the previous class that there must be a different versions of content. So one who is updating the content will have the older content, and the newer content will be the advanced version of the older content. So there will be different versions, and also using this content management system, we can able to keep track of different contents which we are having. And if we want to make changes in the older content, or if we want to delete the content easily, we can revert to those content as well. And following that, we have publishing. Content can be easily published or unpublished based on predefined schedules or user discretion. So either the content can be published or it can be unpublished based upon the user who is creating the content. Template based design. So many CMS use templates or themes to control the appearance of the website. So usually this template will be used to make the user interface more beautiful, or it can be more convenient in a way that a user can able to understand each and every content which is available in the website. So this is called the template based design. So in mobile phones also nowadays we are having many templates where we can able to design, we can able to change the font of the that means the font color, font themes, or we can make the themes color, we can change wallpaper image and the homepage image. So these kind of user interfaces we can change. So similarly in content management system also we have this template based design, and also we have this plugins and extensions where the content management system platform typically support plugins or extensions that extend functionality such as adding e-commerce capabilities, search engine optimization tools, or integration with third-party services. So plugins are nothing but where you'll be having a third-party application which can be it we want to work in our own operating system or any operating system softwares. Okay, so if example if you take of this Zotero, so Zotero is nothing but a reference management software where it can be incorporated into Microsoft Word using Zotero plugins. Okay, and also using the Zotero plugins, we can able to add those Zotero software into Microsoft Word as well as in Google Chrome as well as in Mozilla Firefox. So we need that plugin to be added into the Microsoft Word, Google Chrome, and Microsoft Mozilla Firefox. Similarly, in content management system also, we can add many type of plugins and extensions which we'll be using for the e-commerce capabilities, adding of e-commerce and search engine optimization and the integration of third-party services as well. And search engine optimization friendly. Good content management system platform are designed with search engine optimization in mind, making it easier to optimize content for better visibility on search engines. So you you think of creating a good content in the blogs. Okay, so when you create a blog and you adding those content, and if you want that content to be publicly visible and publicly available in all search engines, that also you can able to make using this search engine optimization. Okay, using this Google search engine optimization or Yahoo search engine optimization, you can able to make those content visible to all the public domains. So these are the things we should consider when designing of a content management system. And popular content management system platform include WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, Shopify. Okay, so some of the content management systems I have given here. And these systems are widely used by individuals, business, and organizations to create and manage websites, blogs, online stores, and other digital content. So using these content management system platforms, we can able to create more blogs, more online stores, websites, and also other digital content. And next comes the history of the content management software. So first we have seen the what is content development, content management, and content management system. Now we are going to see about the content management software. So basically, when you are speaking about a content management software, the content management software dates back early to the days of internet, and the first one was developed in the year of 1990s. It is called as early web publishing tools, and in those days, it was mainly used to create and manage websites required manual HTML coding. So in those days, they designed these content using this HTML coding. HTML is with hypertext markup language coding, and tools like Adobe Dreamweaver emerged to simplify this process, allowing users to create websites using a graphical interface. So if you have not used Dreamweaver, you can just see in YouTube or in some links how to use Adobe Dreamweaver. It is very easy to use, and the user interfaces will be also very easy, so that you can able to create more content. You can more make modifications in that content. You can add more themes, and also you can add more plugins also in Dreamweaver as well. And so the second point is computer graphics interface scripts and server-side solutions, which came in the late 1990s. And as a website became more dynamic and interactive, server-side scripting languages like Perl and PHP were used to create content management system. So the first phase was made using the first phase was made using the softwares like Dreamweaver, where they used a manual HTML coding. And in the second phase, that is after 1990s, they were using softwares using the programming languages like Perl and PHP, where they used computer graphics scripts and database side scripting also. And the third one is in the year of 2000, where the rise of the open source content management software. Okay, the early 2000s saw the emergence of open source content management system platforms like Drupal and Joomla. So Drupal and Joomla was introduced in the year 2000. These platforms allowed users to create and manage content through web-based interfaces, significantly reducing the technical barrier to website management. So when you work on Drupal and Joomla, you can directly download some things and you can directly work on it. Just you have to add the content alone. No need to write any HTML, Perl, or PHP coding or any server-side scripting. No need of anything. Just download the themes, just work on the themes, and you can work on the content, and you can directly go for publishing. Okay, so those are the benefits in Drupal and Joomla. And then comes the WordPress dominance in the mid 2000s. WordPress, originally launched in 2003 as a blogging platform, quickly grew in popularity and evolved into a full-fledged content management system. It uses its user-friendly interfaces, extensive plugin ecosystem, and active community contributed to its dominance in the CMS market. First, it was started with the HTML programming with the application of Adobe Dreamweaver. In the late 1990s, it was computer graphics interface scripting, where they used programs like Perl and PHP, and also they used server-side scripting languages. And in the early 2000, the introduction of the Drupal and Joomla came into existence, and using that they can able to create a web-based interfaces, which reduced the technical barriers of coding. And in the fourth phase, that is mid 2000s, the emergence of the WordPress, and which was emerged in the year 2003 as a blogging platform, which is a full-fledged content management system. So WordPress is a full-fledged content management system, and its user-friendly interface, extensive plugin. So WordPress is having multiple plugins option, which can be used in the content management software also. So um, okay. So the next is the specialized content management system during the year 2000 to 2010. So as a demand for specialized functionality grew, content management system platforms catering to specific merge emerged. Examples include Magento for e-commerce, Typo3 for enterprise level websites, and Moodle for e-learning platforms. So during this year only, the emergence of the e-learning platforms also emerged, where the content management system and e-learning platform merged together. And cloud-based content management system was introduced in the year 2010. And with the introduction of the cloud computing and cloud-based services, many softwares were uploaded in the cloud itself. For example, now we have our Koha, our DSpace, Drupal, everything can be managed in Koha. No need of a physical server, no need of a physical server in your library or in your campus. Everything can be managed in your cloud itself. So with the introduction of this cloud computing, also even this content management system was formed into cloud. A new generation of cloud-based CMS platform was emerged. These platforms, such as WordPress.com, Squarespace, and Wix, offers users the ability to create and manage websites entirely through web browsers without the need for hosting or software installation. So for content management systems like WordPress, Squarespace, Wix, you need not to install the software. Instead, you can directly host it on the web and you can access through the web server alone. And headless CMS, which was introduced in the 2010 to present. In recent years, the headless CMS architecture have gained popularity, where the systems separate the content management backend from the front-end presentation layer, allowing for greater flexibility in content delivery across various devices and platforms. So, in terms of other softwares where you'll be have a client side and a server side, but in a headless CMS where you'll have a separate content management backend from the front end presentation layer. You will have a backend layer and you will have a presentation layer as well. So these are the different history of the content management software. The first was started with the HTML coding. The softwares like Dreamweaver were used, and second, it started with computer graphic interfaces, where the server-side scripting like softwares like Perl and PHP were used. And third was the open source content management system and softwares like Drupal, Joomla, which was released in the year 2020, 2001, and 2005 similarly, and they had the web-based interfaces also. And next comes the in the year 2000s, mid 2000s, where the introduction of the WordPress have came into existence, and this WordPress system is having full extensive plugin softwares and also which is a full-fledged CMS. And in late 2000 to early 2010s, they had a CMS platform catering to specific needs, which includes the e-commerce sites and different e-learning platforms as well. And in 2010s, they had the introduction of this cloud-based system where most of the softwares are in cloud-based and in cloud computing. So introduction of these cloud-based systems also included the CMS platform was imaged, and softwares like WordPress, Squarespace, and Wix were also being uploaded in the cloud, and it can be accessed using the cloud servers. And a headless CMS was introduced from the year 2010 onwards, where the it is having a separate content management backend from the front end presentation layer. So it will have a both client side and the server side. So both sides can be managed, and the client side can be made publicly visible to the users of the institution or in their system. Okay, so that is called the headless CMS. And okay, so next we will be seeing about what are the different types of content management systems. Okay, so till now we have seen what is content management and what are the steps involved in content management and the history of the content management system. And now we will be seeing what are the different types of content management system. Okay, so content management system can be categorized into different types based upon their architecture, functionality, and how they being used. Okay, so the first is the traditional content management system, which is also called as monolithic, and these are the most common types of content management systems where the content management system can handle the content management, content presentation in a single integrated platform. Okay, so here you can find both the server side and the client side are on a single platform. Okay, so for example, WordPress, Joomla, Drupal. So in these softwares, you can able to find you have to create the content in the same platform and you have to publish in the same platform. That is called traditional content management system. And headless CMS. Okay, second is a headless CMS, and headless CMS separates the content management backend where content is created and stored from the front end presentation layer. So here you have a separate server side and a separate client side. So the content is being created in the content management backend and it is presented in the client side. Content is stored in the backend database or repository and is accessed via APIs, Applet Programming Interface, usually RESTful APIs, allowing it to be delivered to various front-end platforms such as websites, mobile apps, or IoT devices. Here, the content is being created separate, which is stored in a repository or in a database, and it is being accessed using an API. Okay, it offers greater flexibility and scalability. So some of the examples of this headless CMS are Contentful, Strappy, Kentico content. Okay, so these are some of the examples of the headless CMS. And the third type is the decoupled CMS. So decoupled CMS is nothing but where you have, it is similar to the headless CMS. This decoupled CMS separates the backend and front end, but still provides some control over the presentation layer. So unless the the headless CMS where you have a separate server and a separate client, here also in decoupled CMS where you have a separate server and separate client, but still you have some control over both of them. So in backend server you can have the control of the client side. In client side you can have the control of the backend server as well. While the content management While the content management backend is decoupled, the CMS may provide tools or frameworks for building the front end, offering more control and customization compared to headless CMS. So some of the examples I have given here: Adobe Experience Manager, Drupal with its JSON API. So these are some of the examples which can be mentioned here in the decoupled CMS. And the fourth one is the enterprise content management system. So ECMS is nothing but is designed for large organizations with complex content management needs, including workflow management, document management, and collaboration features. And it often integrates with other enterprise such as CRM, ERP, enterprise resource product, and digital assets management. So here what it does is it is designed mainly for the larger organizations. Okay, so this enterprise PMS is designed for large organizations, which is of complex content management needs, where they need a more content to be displayed, where they will have a proper workflow management and document management, and they need to collaborate with the different users and different peers. So in this enterprise CMS is very useful for them. And next come the component content management system. Here in component content management system, where it's fully focuses on managing granular content components or chunks rather than the entire documents or pages. It is often used in technical documentation, e-learning, and product catalog, where the content reuse and version control are critical. So here what it does is it mainly focuses on the how to manage the content. In the component content management system, it manages to how to mainly focus on how to manage those content and how to manage the technical documents, e-learning, and other product catalogs. Some of the examples are Vaston, SDL, Tridion, Talks, etc. Okay, so some of the component content management systems are given here. And the next is the web experience management. Web experience management is also a content management system where it emphasizes personalized user experiences, targeting and optimization, integrates the content management with the digital marketing tools for A/B testing, analytics, and targeting. So some of the examples are SiteScore, Adobe Experience Manager, Episerver. So in this web experience manager, what it does is it collaborates with the web digital marketing tools. It collaborates with the web digital marketing tools and it publishes the user interfaces also. And next is the blog CMS. In blog CMS, what it does is it is a specialized CMS platform focused on creating and managing blogs. Typically features include such as posting, rescheduling, commenting systems, and RSS feed management. So here in blog CMS, it is similar like Google bloggers and the WordPress system where it manages the content and it can able to create and manage the content. So it is usually used to mention the post scheduling, commenting system, and RSS feed. Like it gives a proper feedback mechanism also. And in WordPress, some of the examples what I've given is WordPress can be used as a traditional CMS as well. And some of this are Blogger and Medium. Some of the softwares what I've given is here blog CMS. So these are the different types of content management system. So first content management system is a traditional CMS where you will be managing the content and you will be having a presentation layer which will be integrated into a single platform where you will have the server side and the client side in a single platform. And some examples are WordPress, Drupal, and Joomla. The second is headless CMS where you will be having a backend database and the content will be stored in a backend database and it will be accessed using an API that is called an headless CMS. And third one is the decoupled CMS where you will be it is similar kind of headless CMS where it separates the backend and front end, but still you have some control over the backend and the front end layer. And the fourth one is the enterprise CMS. With this enterprise CMS was designed mainly for large organization with where they will be having this document management and many collaboration of different features. And the fifth one is the component content management system. In this component management system, mainly used to manage the technical documentation, e-learning, and product catalogs. Some of the examples are SDL, Triton Docs, Vaston, and others. And sixth one is the web experience management. This web experience management emphasizes personalized user experience targeting the, and it is mainly used for the web digital marketing tools and for analytics also. And the last one is the blog CMS, and this is the specialized TMS platform focused on creating and managing blogs. And this is used to the features such as post scheduling and commenting and RSS field where you will get a feedback mechanism also. And some of the examples are WordPress, Blogger, and Medium. So apart from these seven types of CMS, there are several other content management systems also. But these seven types are being maximally used in the global environment. Okay, so for that reason only I have given only the most advancedly and currently used CMS platforms I have given here in these slides. And next we will be seeing about the content creation strategy. So content creation is nothing but you can create content on your own, but there should be certain criteria or there should be certain framework on how to create those content. So thus that strategy we'll be seeing here. Content creation strategy is a plan or framework that guides the creation, publication, and management of content to achieve specific goals. So whatever content you are going to create is to be set for certain audience and is going to be certain kind of information to someone. Okay, so it should achieve the specific goals. It involves identifying the target audience, determining the type of content to create, establishing the tone and style, and defining the channels and platforms for distribution. Okay, so whatever content you are going to create, it should define the target audience. Who are your audience? Determine the type of content to create. What type of content you are going to create? Whether it's going to be a text content, whether it's going to be an image content, whether it's going to be a video content, audio content. So you should define the type of content and establishing the tone and style. What are the themes you are going to use? What is the format you are going to use? So those type of tone and style you have to define, and defining the channels. Through channels means through which medium you are going to make the advertisement or publishing of those content, and platforms for distribution. So first one is the audience identification. How do you identify your audience? So understand your target audience. Who are they? What are their demographics, interests, and preferences? What challenges or problems they are facing? For example, if you're going for a workshop where they are giving a concept on Koha, okay, so you should first understand who are the audience, whether you're going to give your lecture for library professionals, or you're going to give your lecture for master students, bachelor students, or working librarians. Okay, so based upon the audience, the content of the lecture will get changed. We are going to give a lecture for bachelor student, the content will be more general, more outline. We are going to give a content for master students. When they have hands-on experience on Koha, you will have a brief content. But when you are going to give a content for library professional or working librarians, you have to give practical exposure of those Koha, of any other software what you are going to give lecture. So based upon the audience, you should change the content. So first you should understand who is your target audience, who are they, what are their demographics, and what interests they have, what are their preferences, what challenges or problems they are facing. And create the buyer personas where develop detailed profiles of your ideal customers or audience segments based on research and insights. So you should make some research and insights based upon the audience, and based upon that you should find who are the customers and who are the audience you're going to publish those content. And the second steps is goal setting. Define clear measurable goals for your content strategy. Examples include increasing brand awareness, driving website traffic, generating leads, improving engagement, or boosting sales. And ensure that your goals align with your overall business objectives and are realistic and achievable within your resources. So before setting your goal, you should be clear of your goal. What is your goal? What is your content? So the creation of your content will satisfy the goals. And also you should measure the goals for a content strategy. The content whatever you are creating should attain those goals. And also you should ensure that goals align with your overall business objective. So whenever you're creating a content, it should not go beyond the boundaries. It should be within the boundaries, whatever the content you're going to create. So this is the goal setting. And next is content planning. So in content planning, how you plan your content. So determine the types of content that will resonate with your target audience. and help achieve your goals. This may include blog posts, articles, videos, infographics, podcasts, case studies, white papers, social media posts, etc. So whatever the content you are going to create, it should be reasonable with your target audience. And develop an editorial calendar or content calendar to plan and organize your content creation schedule. This helps maintain consistency and ensure that content is being published regularly. So, for example, when you're going to give content, when you're creating a blog on the current awareness service. Okay, so current awareness service is nothing but which will be updating regularly. So in that case, you should plan accordingly when to post the content. So if you're going to prepare a current awareness for a particular week, so from Monday to Friday, so every Monday you will be uploading those content in your blogs, the contents, whatever the awareness sessions, whatever we received for the past 1 week. So you should plan accordingly. You should plan a calendar, and you should make a proper update on it regularly. And the fourth one is the keyword research and search engine optimization. So conduct keyword research to identify relevant topics and keywords and that your audience is searching for. Optimize your content for search engines by incorporating targeted keywords naturally into your content, optimizing meta tags and descriptions, and ensuring technical search engine optimization best practices are followed. So whenever you create a content, you should also make sure it is identified by the most of the users. Okay, so the content you create has to reach the target audience and also it should reach maximum number of users. That is why your the main motto of your content creation. Okay, it should reach the maximum number of users. So for that, you can use some of the keyword research and also the search engine optimization where you can able to retrieve your content in the search engines like Google and Yahoo. And also you can use some of the meta search engines, some of the meta search engines where you can index your articles and directly it can able to retrieve those while searching for those, searching from the user's point of view. And next is the content creation. In content creation, how do you create the content? Produce high quality, valuable content that educates, entertains, or solves problems for your audience. Maintain consistency in voice, tone, and branding across all content channels. Consider incorporating multimedia elements such as images, videos, and infographics to enhance the engagement. So when you create a content, you should create a content of high quality and it should be valuable so that it educates the users and it entertains and solves problem. So you should also give some problems of the real world applications also. And maintain consistency. You should maintain consistency in your voice, tone, and branding. Either it may be a text-based content or it may be a video-based content. Whatever it may be, you should maintain a proper or a normal. You should maintain a proper consistency throughout the content, considering incorporating multimedia elements. So whenever you make a content, text content, you should also incorporate some images, videos, graphics, images, so that the content will get boosted up. Okay, and the users also will feel more. It will be attract more users to read those content. And next is content distribution. How do you distribute the created content? Identify the most effective channels and platforms for distributing your content based on where your audience is active and engaged. So you should also find the platform where your audience has been mostly engaged, and in that platform, you should distribute your content. This may include your website, blog, social media platforms, email, newsletters, guest blogging, industry forum, etc. So these are some of the platforms where you can distribute your content. Tailor your content to each platform and audience, optimizing formats, messaging, and timing for maximum impact. For example, if you create a content which is suitable for some of the users, and whenever you're posting on different platforms, so based upon that platform, you have to rearrange the content or make some modification in the content. So the content cannot be common in all the platforms. For some platforms like website, where you will be adding more text images, more multimedia images, okay, but in social media platforms people will have less time to read. So in that case you can make some of the breaking points where you can have a 2 minute video, 3 minute video. So in that case also you can make some of the content distribution as well. And how do you promote an amplification? Develop a promotion strategy to increase the reach and visibility of your content. This may involve sharing content on social media, leveraging influencer partnerships, guest posting on relevant sites, email marketing, paid advertising, and search engine optimization. So these are some of the promotions. How do you promote and how do you increase the visibility of your content? Is nothing but you can share the content in your social media post, and also you can make some partnerships with some influencers, or some entrepreneurs and guest posting on relevant sites. You can pay and you can post your content also, and you can make some marketing using this email. Bulk email options are available, so you can make the using that also, and also using this search engine optimization also. And encourage audience engagement and interaction by responding to comments, questions, and feedback promptly. So whenever you get more comments and you get more questions, obviously the content will get more interesting. So using that also, we can make some promotions. And once you make that promotion, how do you measure? So you create a content, you manage those content, you publish those content, and you promote those content. And how do you measure those content? So track key performance indicators to evaluate the success of your content strategy. This may include metrics such as website traffic, engagement metrics, like how many likes you have given, how many shares, how many comments, conversion rates, leads generated, and also ROI. And they use analytical tools to gain insights into audience behavior, content performance, and areas for improvement. So how do you measure those published content? Is nothing but you should keep track of the key performance indicators, and how many likes you are getting, how many shares, and what are the comments they have given in the blogs. And based upon the comments, you can able to revise your content, you can update your content, or in the next content you can able to give answers for that content. Okay, so like this ways you should also keep a track of all their content, and this is also a way where you can keep all the users engaged with your content. So by developing a comprehensive content creation strategy and addresses these components, organizations can create valuable, relevant content that resonates with their target and drive meaningful business outcomes. So these are some of the content creation strategy. Using this, where you can able to first you should find who are the audience, who are they, their demographic profiles, and based upon that you should first set your goals, and then you have to plan your content. And once you plan your content, create your content and keyword research. And once your creation is done, then how you should plan how to distribute the content and how to promote. And after promotion, you should also keep track of your content using measuring or the analysis of those content. Okay, so these are the steps involved in the content creation strategy. And next, we will be seeing about how to make the marketing strategy, how to create the content marketing strategy. So, content marketing strategy involves creating, distributing, and promoting valuable, relevant content to attract and engage a target audience. Okay, so I have given some of the content creation marketing strategy also. The first one is content strategy. Define your target audience and buyer personas. Set clear goals and objectives for your content marketing efforts. Conduct keyword research to identify topic of interest and optimize the search engine optimization. Determine the type of content you will create. Establish a content calendar to plan. So these are things which we discussed in the previous class and in today's class also, how to create a content. So how do you create a content? You first define your target. First you find who are your audience, and based upon the audience, and you will set up the goals. You will set up the goals and the objectives. And so once it is done, you will be determining the type of content you are going to create, and also you will establish a content calendar to plan and organize. You should plan accordingly when to update the content, when to revise the content, and when to upload the next content. So those things you should plan properly. So I have also given some of the tools where you can able to do all the content strategy models are CME Rush, Ashraf, Google Keyword Planner. So these are the some of the tools. You can also browse these tools and you can just see how it works. Sorry. And next is the content creation. So how do you create content? Create high quality, valuable content that address the needs and interest of a target audience. Maintain consistency in voice, tone, and branding. Incorporate multimedia elements. So using this also you can market all your contents. So some of the tools I've given is Canva, Adobe Creative Cloud, Grammarly. So using this also you can find what are the errors in your content and you can rectify those errors. Content distribution. Identify the most effective channel and platform for distributing your content, maybe kind of a blog or website or social media, anything it may be. Tailor your content to each platform and audience, and schedule and automate content distribution to maintain consistency. So some of the software given is HubSpot, Buffer, Hootsuite. These tools also you can able to use. Promotion and amplification. In promotion, how do you promote your content, the content whatever you created? Develop a promotion strategy to increase the reach and visibility of your content. Share content on social media platforms. Collaborate with influencers. So same thing, whatever we discussed in the content marketing, same thing we will be discussing here, how to market your content. So some of the softwares like BuzzTeam, Ninja Outreach, Buzzosome, Pitchbox. So these are the tools which you will be using for the promotion. And measurement and analysis, track key performance indicators to evaluate the success of your content, monitor website traffic, and some of the tools which are given is Google Analytics, Adobe Analytics, Moz, etc. Okay, so using these tools, you can able to measure the content marketing. Uh, Using these tools, you can able to find what are the traffics in your thing and who are the users, how long it will be used, and whatever what they are making, how many likes you got, how many comments you got. So those kind of information you can able to get in this measurement and analysis tools. And content optimization, continuously optimize your content based on data driven insights and feedback. Experiment with the different formats, topics, and distribution channels to identify what resonates best with your audience. Use A/B testing and experimentation to refine your content strategy over time. So in this content optimization, you will see how to make the content more optimized. You should make some updation, you should make some corrections, modification, everything you should make in this content optimization. Content repurposing is nothing but repurpose existing content in different format so as to extend its reach and maximize its value. Turn blog posts into videos, podcasts, or infographics. Use experts from long form content as social media posts or email newsletters. So in content repurposing, what you will do, you will transfer from one platform to another platform. So when you transform from one platform to another platform, it is difficult to manage those content also. So in this repurposing, what you will do, you will convert from one format to another format. So different formats you can able to form, and also you can able to post in different platforms also. So some of the tools which we will use for content repurposing, repurpose.io, Sanapa, wave.video. Okay, so using this you can able to transfer from or you can convert from one format to another format your contents. So these are some of the tools which you'll be using in the content marketing strategy. So the first one is the content strategy where you'll be using Google Keyword Planner, how to plan, how to define your target audience, how to set up your goals. And the second one is the content creation, how to create high valuable content. So some of the tools like Adobe Creative Cloud, Grammarly for creation, editing, everything. And content distribution, you'll be having how to distribute the content in what platform you will be distributing. Promotion and amplification, how do you promote and how do you manage all those promotions. Measurement analysis, how to keep tracking record of the content whatever you have created. Content optimization, how do you optimize the content which will be different for in different formats and topics, and also how do you distribute in different channels. Content repurposing is nothing but conversion of one format to another format, and some of the software I have given. So using these tools and using these steps, we can able to manage all the content marketing strategy. So the next what we will be seeing is the content marketing tools. So we have seen content marketing strategy, and these I have the tools which I have given here has been elaborately given here using their descriptions, and this is content marketing tools. And these content marketing tools play a crucial role in helping marketers plan, create, distribute, and analyze content effectively. And some of the marketing tools are nothing but for content ideation to create the content and research. BuzzSumo, SEMrush, Ashraf, where it is useful to identify the popular topics and trends by analyzing the social media engagement, and provides keyword research, competitive analysis, and content gap analysis. Offer keyword research, backlink analysis, and content explorer features. So this using these tools also, you can also able to find your topics for your research projects also, and also you can able to find the research gap in your projects, research gap in your literature reviews. So using these tools also you can use. And content for content creation, you can use Canva, where you'll be using for high design graphic tool, and Grammarly, which checks grammar, spelling, and other grammatical errors in your written context. And Hemingway, it's an editor which improves the readability by highlighting complex sentence and passive voice. And next is the content planning and management. For that, I have given Co-Schedule, Trello, Asana, where Co-Schedule is for marketing calendar and scheduling tool for planning and organizing content. Trello for visual project management, where visual project management tool that can be used for content planning and collaboration. And Asana is for task management software that can be used for content planning and workflow management, where you can able to assign your task and you can plan accordingly. Content distribution and promotion, where you can use Buffer, Hootsuite, Mailchimp. So Buffer is for social media management tool for scheduling and publishing content across multiple platforms. Suite is for social media engagement and scheduling tools with analytics and monitoring features. Mailchimp is for email marketing platform for creating, sending, and tracking email campaigns. Content analytics and measurement. So you can use some of the tools like Google Analytics, Adobe Analytics, most, where you can able to find the web analytics tools, and also you can able to find the search engine optimization. Okay, in all these things. And in content optimization, you can have the where you can able to optimize the content using a visual website optimizer, and also you can able to test different platforms using these content optimizations. And content collaboration and workflow, in some of the where you will be storing your content, a backend server you need. So for in that case, you can have a Google Drive, Dropbox, or Slack, where you can host your files, you can host your images, text, content, everything. Content repurposing, repurpose.io, where it automatically repurposes audio and video content in different format for distribution across multiple platforms. So it is mainly used to convert from one format to another platform. And Snappa, where graphic design software for creating images, social media graphics, and blog post visuals. Wave.video, where online video maker for creating and editing videos for social media and other platforms. So the tools, whatever I have given in this different slides, mostly consist of proprietary software as well as the paid softwares. It is combination of both paid softwares as well as the open source softwares. Okay. So these are the things what we have discussed today. I'll just go a summary of whatever we have discussed in this today's class. In today's class, we have seen the content management, introduction of content management, what are the steps in content management, and the content management system, what are the different steps in content management systems and the features. And also we have seen the history of content management softwares. It was started from the year 1990s using this HTML coding, 1990s for PHP and Perl coding. And in 2000, the Drupal and Joomla was introduced. And from 2000 mid, the WordPress dominance existed. And in late 2000 to 2010, the CMS specialized for each software was been developed. And cloud-based content management system was developed in the year 2010. And headless CMS was introduced in the year 2010 to till present. And next, we have seen what are the different types of content management systems. So some of the types like traditional CMS, where you'll be having content management system and the presentation layer both in a single platform. Some of the examples of WordPress, Joomla, and Drupal. And headless CMS, where you'll be having different databases, repository, and also you'll be having a different backend server and different presentation layer. And decoupled CMS, where just have different layers, but we will have some control over the presentation layer. And enterprise CMS, where we'll be having workflow management, document management, and collaboration features. Component content management, here we have seen about how to manage the technical documentation e-learning part. And web experience management, it is usually for web digital marketing tools. And blog CMS is for post scheduling, commenting system, and RSS field, where we'll be having a feedback mechanism. So these are the different types of CMS. And we have seen about the content creating strategy, how to create content and what are the different strategy associated with it. So first we should find who are our audience, and based upon the audience we have to set our goals, and based upon the goals we have to set the content, how to plan the content, and based upon the content prepare your keyword research and search engine optimization, create the content, and how to distribute the content. Once you create the content, you have to distribute the content, and after distribution we should make the promotions. And once the promotion and once it reaches the user, we should also keep track of the user performances. And next we have seen about the content marketing strategy. So here we have seen some of the tools which are associated with each content marketing strategy, like content strategy, content creation, content distribution, how to distribute, how to promote, and how to measure the content. So different strategy we have seen, and also the tools associated with it. And also we have seen how to optimize the content, how to repurpose the content. And some of the content marketing tools we have seen, some like Ahrefs, Buzzsumo, where it is used for content ideation and research, and Grammarly, where you can make the modifications for Grammarly mistakes or from punctuation, spelling mistakes, those things in content creation. Content planning and management, content distribution and promotion, how to promote your content. Content analytics and measurement, where you can find using this Google Analytics, Adobe Analytics, you can find the analytics using the web. Google Analytics also available where you can find the analytics and what are the users, who are the users, how long they are being using, what are the likes, shares, how much you are getting for each content also you can find. And content optimization using how to make the web optimization tools. And next we have seen the content collaboration workflow where you'll be storing your databases like Google Drive, Dropbox, everything. And in content repurposing, we have seen how to convert from one software to, or that is one format to another format in the multiple platforms. So these are the things we have seen today. And if you have any queries, you can ask. So I think we have covered a vast area today. So we started with content management, history of content management, and content marketing tools. And also we have seen the content marketing strategy as well. Uh, so with this, I think our first unit is over. And next class, I will be taking the second unit. And in between, we will be having some of the practical classes. So before the practical classes, I will let you know so that you can come here to the Shahid Rajguru College and we can have an offline session of the practical classes. And even those practical classes will be recorded and will be uploaded in the drive. Okay. So do you have any queries in this session? Okay. If there is no queries, and this PPT I will add in the OneDrive and I will share the link. Similarly, we have created some open educational resources for other course or other subjects also, programming and for research methodology. And we will be sharing that link also by today or by tomorrow maximum. Okay. So then we will wind up the session for today. And thank you so much.